Well, hello, this is Kimberly Brock, and for over 20 years, I've been running my own businesses that have not only been profitable, but personally fulfilling to me. So now I'm on a mission to help other new business owners just like you make money doing what you love too. Now we're going to have some fun, so let's get started.
Well, hello, friends. This is Kimberly. It's episode 283, and I'm so glad that you're here today because we're talking about how to mentally make your life a whole bunch easier as you are building your business and or your podcast. So many of you are wigged out. You are stalling. You're procrastinating. You suffer from imposter syndrome. You are drawing this out. And I want that to end. I want you to be able to mentally be strong as you are building your business today. I'm going to give you 3 tips for being able to mentally get through building your business, because once you get through this beginning phase, it gets so much better. Okay. And I'm so excited for you. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad that you found this podcast. I have no doubt it's going to help you along your business journey, whether you're in the idea stage, starting or growing. This is for you. Whether you're building a podcast or not, this is for you. So if you are new here, make sure you get plugged in. If you scroll down right now in the show notes, you're going to see some links to my party favors. Yes, they are party favors for you for being here. I want to celebrate you and help you along this journey. First thing you should know is I have a Facebook group called Women Starting Businesses and Podcasts, Doing What We Love. So you can get in there and we have fun posts each week and all that. And you can ask questions whenever you need help. Also, too, I have a free download for you that will help you if you're just starting your business, a 16-step checklist. And then I also have a training for you if you're thinking about starting a podcast, how you can profit from that in your business. Maybe you've just started considering it. Spoiler alert, I think it's one of the best returns on your time, energy, and money as far as a way to market your business in the most authentic way possible. So make sure you check that all out below because I know it's going to help you. And then if you've been listening a while, thank you so much to all my loyal listeners. Y'all are wonderful and awesome. Shout out to my grow getters and shout out to those of you that are on the wait list for my new pod squad. I'm so excited about it. I'm putting the whole course together because eventually what's going to happen, y'all, is I'm going to have a course for those of you that want to start a podcast to, transform lives and grow your business all at the same time, right? Because I know you've got an awesome message to share that will transform lives. So anyways, I'm going to have a course for that. But right now, what I'm doing is building out the course with a group program. And so I'm going to have a small group. I'm going to be helping y'all every step of the way. Of course, you get it at a discounted rate. So shout out to those of you that are on the wait list. If you're not on the wait list, make sure you scroll down below, look for the Pod Squad. You can click over and then I will let you know here very, very soon. I'm launching that program and that small group to help all of you so I can build out the course. And I also wanted to thank those of you that have been leaving reviews. Thank you so much for your 5-star ratings. I appreciate it so, so much. And for the written reviews, they mean so much to me. And speaking of that, if you've been listening to this podcast for a long time or even a short time and you find value in it, would you be so kind to just hit the 5 stars super quick? It'll take you a half a second. You just hit the 5 stars, like if you're an Apple podcast, or if you have a minute to write a written review, that would be amazing and awesome. I can't help but think that it tells the Apple algorithm this is a valuable podcast for people like you, and it will show it to more people. And so that just means so much to me and helps me keep going with this business and this podcast. You actually are an integral part of that. So thank you so much. So that is it. Okay, on to the episode. Well, hello, friends. How are you? How's everything going in your business? I want to hear what's going on. You'll have to post on the weekly Facebook group posts. I need to hear what's going on with your business. I'm so excited. I hope you're staying focused. I hope you are keeping the end in mind, meaning you are seeing yourself helping people in the way that I know that you've been gifted by God to do so. Hope you're seeing that ahead of you. I hope that you are realizing how awesome you are for doing this because so many people never take steps to start or build a business and or a podcast. And I just am in awe of you and I'm so proud of you. And I'm so glad you're here. Today, we're talking about how to mentally get through starting a business. Y'all, starting anything is hard. Y'all know what I just started recently? I just have to tell you. So I just started doing strength training again. Strength training. Yes, me. And what does that really mean? Does that mean I'm like lifting like those huge weights with the big round barbells? Absolutely not. Like I'm having to start almost at zero. Many of y'all know I got COVID 3 years ago and I got an autoimmune. I had adrenal insufficiency, if any of you know what that is, and was suffered for that with that for like 2 years. Finally, that has cured itself. Thank you, Lord. My adrenals have kicked back in and now producing cortisol again. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then don't even worry about it. You don't even want to know. But if you do know what I'm talking about, I have recovered from that. But I'm still left with a lovely autoimmune that they're still trying to figure out, and it affects my joints and all that stuff, and it affected my muscles, and I hadn't been able to do strength training. I walk every day, but I'm like, this needs to be my strength era. You know, you always hear that the young people say this is my whatever era. Okay, this is my strength era, and I decided on Tuesday. Today's Wednesday. I decided yesterday. This is my strength era, and I'm doing weights. So I'm doing 10-pound weights. Y'all, before COVID, I was like at F45. I was a crazy person. I was lifting, doing heavy bicep curls and pull ups and push ups and all the stuff. And immediately after I got COVID, I couldn't do any of it. Like I couldn't even do a push up. It was the most bizarre thing. So, anyways, my point is I'm starting something new, even though I'm familiar with it, right? I've done fitness activities my entire life and am starting something new. And so I want you to know that I know what it's like to start again. Okay. I know what it's like. I literally told myself Tuesday. Monday, I went on my Peloton app. Like I have the app because I have a bike and a treadmill that are Peloton that I love. And I clicked it because I was like, I need to start strength training. And it was like, do you want us to create a workout for you? I'm like, I love AI right now. Like, I'm loving this. It created a whole workout plan for me every day based on how long I wanted to work out each day, what I wanted to do, like what my goals were. And I said strength. And I said, I work out 6 days a week and I'll do it for 45 minutes or an hour. So I put all that in and it gave me a workout. And I did the first one yesterday. I said, this is my strength era and I'm starting this. And this totally stinks because I'm weaker than I've ever been. And I looked in the mirror and my arms just look like noodles. They look like little noodles. And I'm like, this has to change. What I hope today is that you realize that you have to change if you want this to happen. If you want to build a successful business and or a podcast, it's going to stink for a while. You're going to feel like a noodle. You're going to like sitting there, looking in the mirror going, this stinks. This is hard. I've got so far to go. What am I doing? And yet, knowing in your soul, this is what you should be doing. I know in my soul at my age that I should be strength training. It's everything that they talk about in health and fitness is that we have to preserve our muscles, right? For any of you that are my age or even in your 40s, you're probably feeling it too, right? So we have to start somewhere and it stinks and it's a mental game. Y'all, it's a mental game. That's what this is. Okay. I believe in simplicity, that everything can and should be very simple right now. Y'all know that. But I think there's some other things that have to be turned on in your brain right now. Like you literally have to shift your thinking. It's just like me with the strength training. Like I'm sitting there going mad, like as I'm picking up the 10-pound weights that I used to do a lot more on bicep curls and everything. Right. And it's hard because then you realize how behind you kind of feel like you are. I don't know. I don't know if you're feeling this right now, any of you. Even if you're just like starting your podcast right now, like you're like, I'm just trying to tread water and like keep my head above water, right? Maybe you have a full-time job. Maybe you're taking care of little kids. Maybe you're taking care of elderly parents. Maybe you have a lot of volunteer commitments and things like that. And you are just trying to keep your head above water. How do we keep our head in the game though? How do we mentally do this? You hear about those people that survive, speaking of head above water. Like when you've seen those people that like tread water for hours or survive out in the ocean, I don't know how they did it, but I do know that it's a mental game. It's a mental game that we can all get stronger at. It's like a muscle that we're having to build. And what I love is if you can make some simple shifts with your business, right? with your mindset as you're building your business, this can go a lot smoother and you can be on the other side of I'm just starting, right? You can get to the other side of it. It's like when you get married or something, like you're a newlywed, and you just want to get to like where you have a life and like you're married and then maybe even you have a family, and you know what I'm saying? So we have to get through this part. We have to get through it. Okay. So here's three mental shifts that I want to talk you through. Those of you that have been listening to me for the past 5 years, you're probably going to know some of these because I talk about them. But I thought in today's episode, I was just kind of bring it all together because I think these are so important for you to remember. And I think they're timeless. I think even when you're an expert in business, these are good. I think these are really good. And I think they help keep you moving. They really do. They help you keep moving. Okay, you ready? Number 1, let go of perfection. You'll know I'm the biggest advocate for this. I wave this flag of imperfect action. I don't think you realize how imperfect your stuff needs to be in order to start making money. I think you think in order to start making money, it has to be perfect. Y'all, you will waste so much time trying to perfect everything before you even get going that you will never get to where you realize your dream. You will stall everything. You will lose momentum. You'll even lose like that spark because you're trying to perfect everything and you get really frustrated. I don't know what you're working on. If you're working on a website, if you're working on graphics, if you're working on, your product, your labels, your service offering, but when you sit there and waste time in the beginning before you get everything going, like you're wasting time right now before you're putting yourself out there. You're stalling your success, but you're just stalling this business. You're stalling helping people. You have to let go and realize this will not be perfect right now. Here's why it will not be perfect. I know you have the definition of perfection right now, but you know why it won't be perfect? Because it's going to change. Do you realize that when you start helping people, your services, your offerings, your product mix, the people you serve, the things you say will change? Yeah, they will change. You know why? Because you'll realize, oh my gosh, I missed this or I missed that, or oh, I should be helping these people. I should be saying that. What if you had tried to perfect all of that before, which I don't know how you could, and you spent all this money on, let's say, printable stuff and all this stuff and making certain products and getting certified for certain services, and when you come to find out that that was not what you were doing, you actually shifted your business a little bit and you wasted all that time. The goal is to get going imperfectly now so you can test, refine, tweak, get feedback, and then get in the correct direction. Your whole goal in the beginning is actually finding direction, like clear direction. And you can't get that, which is so counterintuitive, but you can't get that until you go. I know a lot of times, like before we go on a trip and before we do anything, we want the map, right? We don't even want to leave the house. I mean, I don't even back out of my driveway when I'm going somewhere new and that I don't have Google Maps on. I don't wait until I'm like driving down the street. I'm sure my husband probably waits till he's driving down the street, but I don't. Like, I want to turn that on. Okay. But we can't do that in business. We actually have to start going, and then everything will kick in. And then we'll realize, oh, we should actually be going this way, not that way. We should actually be offering this, not that. We should be saying this, not that. We should be helping these people and maybe not these people because they aren't as fun to work with, right? Or I can't get them a good enough transformation. Everything cannot be perfect right now because you don't even totally know who you are as a business owner, right? You don't even know who you totally are. It's just like teenagers. They don't know who they totally are. They think they know who they are. But imagine they tried to perfect their life before they went out and tried anything. Like, you have to go out and try stuff and go, okay, process of elimination. I don't like doing that, but I like doing this, right? You may be selling products and services, but once you start offering them, you're like, forget this. I'm not offering physical products anymore. I'm just doing services, or vice versa. Right? But you don't know that. But imagine you perfected both of those before you even like started selling, and you realized, I don't even want to sell one of those. And I just wasted all that time and money trying to create that. Do y'all see what I'm saying? You have to let go of perfection. You are going to have to get in the good enough mentality. That's where I am. In fact, y'all, I'm creating that course that I mentioned. It's actually going to be called Passion to Podcast. And I have the course there that's going to be inside my whole program of the Pod Squad. Like, you will get Passion to Podcast free with it. The course will come with it, but you're getting my personal help inside the Pod Squad if you're in that beta, right? And so I'm starting a course, and I'm like looking at it even today, just before this, going, okay, I still need to add this. I need to add this. And I thought, you know what? No, I am just putting in the key trainings that I know you need. I'm recording the videos. I'm not re-recording. I said later I will re-record. I will listen to what my clients say after they're watching some of these recordings, what they still need help with. I'm probably going to have to re-record them anyways, because they're going to give me insights that I don't even know are that they need. And I'm going to have to re-record anyway. So why would I re-record now? Because my hair is a little bit frizzy, or because I didn't say a few things, or because the lighting wasn't perfect. I'm not doing that. I'm literally one take. Let's go. I've got to get these videos in. I'm on a deadline, and it's my deadline that I want to get this thing going in the next 2 weeks. I want to have clients that are in here and we're working on their podcast, and I'm getting feedback on what they need help with so I can create more videos and the trainings that I know are going to help you as you're building a podcast for your business, right? So I've had to let go of perfection on this as well. Right now, your business will never not have something new that it's starting. So you have to remember that too. You've got to get used to this. You've got to get used to things being imperfect, because it will happen time and time again that you start something new. The market's changing all the time. The market is changing all the time, and you're going to have to shift. So you have to learn how to like get good enough out there. The good enough. Okay. It's not perfect. We know it. It's okay. But you have to do that if you actually want to move your business forward. Okay. So that's number one. Let go of perfection. Number two, give yourself some grace already. Everyone is so hard on themselves. Y'all are your worst critics. I can guarantee you, if you told someone that you know about your business and what you were doing, they'd be like, that is amazing. What? You've already done this. You've created this. You have this. But you over here behind the scenes are like, this stinks. This isn't good enough. There's others that are better. I don't know what I'm doing. Why am I doing this? I don't have that much time to do it because I have a full-time job. I wish I had more time. I wish I had more money. I'm so mad right now. I don't get to be home with my children, but I'm trying to build this business and have a full-time job. And you just go on and on and on beating yourself up. What do you expect from someone who gets beat up all day? Do you expect them to confidently show up? Do you expect them to confidently show up? Imagine a coach coaching a child, and they were being negative and beating themselves up all day long. Do you think they would be in their best mindset to achieve the athletic status that they're looking for? No. So why are you doing this to yourself? For those of you that are women out there, and I know the majority of my listeners are, we treat ourselves terrible. We treat ourselves terrible. We have negative self-talk, and we don't give grace. We have high expectations, which I think is awesome that we have high expectations. I think we should. But what we have to realize is, back to things being imperfect, that it's not going to be perfect, and that we have to give ourselves some grace because we only have so much time, energy, and money right now. You only have so much time, energy, and money. Imagine that coach that I just talked about that was beating up, the athlete all day long, telling them, all the negative things. What if the coach changed and was like, okay, listen, I know you are here in basketball and you're 5'5" and everybody else is 6 foot and over. We know that, but you're going to try harder. You're going to work on your jumps. You're going to work on your sprints. You're going to do all these things. Let's go. Come on. And motivating, even though we know we have the constraints, right? Motivating, even though we have the constraints. So you have to be your own coach, your own motivator. And you have to say, let's go. Okay. This is what we're dealing with. We only have this much time, this much energy, this much money, and I'm going to give it my all. And it's going to be imperfect, but I'm going to go and I'm going to get something out there now. It doesn't have to be sloppy. Y'all, I'm not advocating for sloppiness. I hope everyone realizes that. I do think things will not be perfect. You may have a spelling error. You may have something that's a shade off on the colors. Maybe something isn't aligned. Maybe your product or service isn't exactly what you want to offer, but that's different than sloppiness, right? You have to give yourself some grace. There's only so much you have right now in order to build this dream because I know you want to build it right now. I know you want to get it going, whether you can go full time now or in years. But I know now you want to get it going so that you can build that base. And I think that's so smart. And I think you should. Okay. If you only have 2 hours a week to work on this business, then you only have 2 hours a week. Let's go. Make it a power pack 2 hours a week. Okay. If you hardly have any money to put into this business, then let's make it super efficient and effective and streamlined and simple so that you don't have to spend a lot of money, right? Whatever it is, give yourself some grace and say, it's okay. You can still do this at this pace. Whatever this pace is, give yourself some grace and let's go. You wouldn't treat other people any other way. But why do you treat yourself different? Right? Yourself some grace. Okay, so number 1, let go of perfection. Number 2, give yourself some grace. And number 3, realize that every minute that you try to perfect all this and that you're hard on yourself and that you're procrastinating and you're not getting stuff done, you're actually stalling your success. You're still far away from success. Think about me lifting weights, 10 pounds, 10-pound little dumbbells, y'all. It's so weird me even say that because I used to lift so much heavier, okay? And now I'm like, and I say lift lightly. I wasn't like a CrossFitter, but I mean, I used heavy weights. And now it's weird. Like I'm not where I was at all. It's been 3 years since I've been like trying to do strength training. And if I didn't start on Tuesday that morning, yesterday, I said, this is it. This is your strength era. Click play on the Peloton. Let's go. And I'm already excited for tomorrow's strength workout, right? I did cardio today. But think if I had said that on Tuesday and then not done the workout. And then I had to get myself motivated. I would then have stalled my success because now I'm 2 days closer to my success because I started and I said, that's it. That's it. End of story. I'm starting. I will be doing this. I'm going out of town this weekend to my lake house. I already have planned Peloton app. I'm going to be doing my strength and I'm disciplined that way and I'll do it. Right? Every day that you sit there and waller in any kind of self-pity, self-doubt, beating yourself up, trying to perfect everything, trying to learn more when you don't need to learn more, you are stalling your success. You need to be taking simple action steps so that you can move forward and start helping people. And by the way, do you know what success means? What does it mean? What does it mean to you right now, wherever you are? Think about it. What does success mean to you? Does it mean making a certain amount of money? Does it mean working very few hours a week to make some money? Does it mean having a creative outlet and getting to create and sell something no matter how much money you make? You don't even care. You just want to get it out into the world and have your business and do it. Like, what is success? All of those things make success. What is your definition of success? If you don't get moving now, you're stalling that success and you're stalling helping people. When I know in your heart, that's really what you want. You want a career that's impactful, a career that is something you're excited to do. And you probably are not so enthralled with the money right now. You are, but you got to get it going. You're so excited to help people and like learn and help and learn business and just have this creative outlet and actually see your dream come to life and be like, I'm doing this. I'm so excited. I can't wait to help you. Like, I know you all. That's how you are. You're like overjoyed to help people with what you do. Like, it makes you so happy. But you're delaying that if you're not mentally strong and not getting moving. You have to start taking steps to gain that confidence and to gain that momentum so that you can achieve your definition of success sooner than later, and you can start impacting lives sooner than later. Y'all, as business owners, we have to mentally get in the game. We have to, number one, let go of perfection. Number two, we have to give ourselves grace. And number three, we have to acknowledge that by allowing ourselves to stall and not get moving, we're delaying our success and we're delaying the impact that we could be making in other people's lives. Today is the day that you're just going to decide I'm not going to be perfect, that I'm going to give myself grace and I'm going to get moving because I don't want to delay this dream. I want to live this dream. Maybe I have to build my business on the side of a full-time job, but maybe if I do this right, I can quit my full-time or part-time job and do this full-time. How amazing would that be? And for those of you that already are, hallelujah, I'm so happy for you. Y'all, you can do this. I'm proof. I did this. I started my job on the side with a baby. I started my business on the side of a full-time job and a newborn baby. I did it too. I know what that's like. And it worked out because I kept moving and nothing was perfect. And I gave myself grace. And I said, I'm not going to delay this. I'm doing this right now. And so are you. I'm so proud of you. So that's it. If you need help starting your podcast, make sure you scroll down below. I would love to help you. Y'all, podcasting is, I believe, one of the greatest returns on your time, energy, and money as far as marketing is concerned for your business. You get to truly connect with people, build your authority, and it's just such an authentic way to help people and grow your business. So make sure you check that out below. Also, too, if you're just starting your business or getting going, I have workshops for you too. So scroll down in the show notes and get those. So honored to be helping you. I'm so excited for you. And that's it. Okay, until next time, bye now.
Now, this episode may be over, but our relationship does not have to end here. Head on over to KimberlyBrock.com, and yes, you can get more valuable information for your journey. And you know what? You don't need to go through this alone. I would love to help you. Thank you so much, and have a great day. Bye.